What do I have to tell?
I bet they're close. Watching us.
You look well equipped.
You better, or I'm a dead man walking. Aren't we all? Not as long as we can put up a fight with them.
Shadows lurking.
Nice to see the...
Pardon, Barnum.
Something over there.
Time to see what's new is waiting for us.
I'll feel that one later. I need to hold on.
ready and willing.
A lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
To fill your oceans, O blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge you feel a presence grow in response.
Word, priest. Promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
You don't recognize the creatures, but this voice seems to have a hold over them.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
That's so, Cutlet. I'm a god, and I fancy a bit of murder. Simple enough. Well, priest, Bual wants a sacrifice. Bual wants blood! Oh, what's that then? What you got for blessed Bual? Gonna break you?
Blood!
Creature is lost.
How
Away. These beings are Kuatoa, former.
You! Our Lord of Murder demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
That sickle blade. It's no religious totem. It belongs to a common redcap. Fey creatures known for their bloodlust.
Well, priest, Bual wants a sacrifice. Bual wants blood! Yes, God, more.
In the outburst of emotion, you feel the divine presence falter, then revert to its basic, cruel nature.
Bollocks! Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share.
Blessed Boal. What?
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you? That depends on the fish folk, don't it? But plenty to go around. Kiss my ass, then. This Lord of Murder likes doing his own dirty work. Kill! Kill for...
May the dice roll in my favor.
Can't give up.
to find a way forward.
Good. Again.
Blood to fill your oceans. Oh, blessed Boal!
A wave of these beings are Kuatoa, former Mind Flayer's slaves that...
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
This presence. The magic is not...
Well placed. Wall wants a sacrifice. All of blood. Little. I'm a god. And I'm gonna...
In the outburst of emotion, you feel the divine presence of...
Bollocks! Don't do anything, eh?
Blessed.
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you? Kiss my ass, then. This Lord of Murder, kill!
A wave...
Priest.
These beings are Kuatoa, former Mind Flayer's slave.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
That sickle blade. It's no religious
Well placed. Thrall wants a sacrifice. Forward blood!
In the outburst of emotion.
Don't do it. Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you? Kiss my ass. I'm the Lord of Murder. I'll show you why.
Let's spill some blood. Can't even catch my breath. A fine day for murder.
You've slain the pretender. We knew in our hearts the god Bual was false. But you, we see you. We know you by your true name, Maglumba.
If you're expecting me to drop to my knees before you, forget it.
What is to be your first commandment, O great god?
Wish to live in more interesting times.
We will spread word of Maglumba. But you...
If they are...
What is to be your first commandment, O great god? You test strangulation. We know that you must go.
That might be worth a look. What's that?
Something over there. See any movement out there?
Around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first.
Too bad to tell.
Jahira to come up with one.
I don't.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
Good man.
blood, this is heavy.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take
A long way to go still.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
You better.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Sorry, if it costs me, it costs you. Take care now. Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Cheeky.
What am I to do?
Got to have a plan first.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Cheeky.
All is ash and meat.
Too dark to tell.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me.
This place gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty worse in their way. Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon?
He better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight, we're not.
Good man.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me.
Don't wander far. Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way...
Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me... A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. They were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... Maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. This army of the Absolute is growing and flowing towards Moonrise. There's worse than goblins on the roads now. I thought we might pass unnoticed along the fringes of this place, escape the owlbear, but you can see exactly how well that went. Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
To find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahira?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Jalar's doing her best, but he shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing? Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns?
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahira?
She wants the same thing we do.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the blood.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty? Signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers? Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Cleric of Selûne. She's got a room upstairs if you want to meet her. Just don't interrupt her while she's doing whatever it is that keeps this place shadow-free. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us. I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Flame Colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art Colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
Some parchment there. Looks official.
So he was at the House of Healing. Wonder what he found.
As I listen. Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him. Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
If he does, he isn't sane.
Well, hello.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Flame color. We found...
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind...
Do you hear that, sir? You're safe.
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin.
We found a letter in his... If he does...
Nothing hurts anymore.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Didn't ask for your life story, I asked if you could play. What's the next move? Kalimshan rules.
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you?
What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked. She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. To play the game, the vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved infernal runes into my back. They're a fragment of a contract. I'd like to know what the full contract says.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master, but is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details, but of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it, and get back to you.
You'll get back to me? This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Trust no one.
Hiss! I say hiss! And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. I slinked, of course. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mum. Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me can make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you. There aren't any other options, soldier. Raphael said he could keep me and my kids safe, and that's that.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am. Everyone they turn to let my kids down. The Druids, Zevlor. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get... Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours. If we put our heads... But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you. You aren't joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Protection for me and my kids. Not that it's any of your business. I'm not poking my nose into whatever trade you made with him. He said he could get me and my gang to Baldur's Gate. I reckon he can do it too. Don't care what your law says. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild. Easy for you to say. You can do what you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect them. Look, you saved us. Now there's no grove. Maybe I'll make a deal. Maybe...
At least things have stayed interesting.
Keep your distance, darling. Hardly a challenge.
Can't give up now.
That's curious.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Yes, Mom.
I'll take that.
Take it easy while you can.
More activity among the cultists, Mom. Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Better be cautious. Don't mind if I do.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira has sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of Last Light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. There is, actually. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
I'm ready.
bring them to me.
Yes, Mom.
Please. Be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just There's an air about you. Answer me true, and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Just answer the question. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur. The cult of the Absolute is spreading. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the thorn. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath, but he's returned. Not only does General... We met him on the road here, commanding an army of... He healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadow. You are that hope. Not immediately. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his fort. Find out what it is that makes... Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Any cure starts with whatever magic Ketheric's using. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our Isabel. A faithful... She cast the moon. She's upstairs in her... Find out who it is, and bring them to me. Please. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Indulge me. You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't... Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true, and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? I find that decided. Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name? He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath, but he's returned. Not only does General we met him on the road here. Commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through. He healed, right in front of me, and chased us into the shadows. You are that hope. The light is rather dim. Out here in the Shadowlands, protected by your artifact. Find out what it is that makes it. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer. I promise I will do everything I can to. Any cure starts with whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our Isabel. A faithful, she cast the moon shield around. She's upstairs in her chambers.
Your desire.
Don't touch me.
Which way to the nearest library?
I've got a long road ahead.
I didn't realize I... The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Bully for us. We've been waiting. Free from the Absolute's It's almost too good to be true. Let me guess.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream.
It'll make you immune to the less... But there are places it won't help. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady forgive.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait.
Marcus!
Is that you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye. Its instruction.
What's going on? If you have something to say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Isabel! No! What in the... God spare us! Ketherick was planning our demise all along. Listen closely, for there's very little time. As impossible as that task, but hark. It's happening. They'll all be taken by the shadows. We cannot hesitate. Not even... Still your hearts.
king. Fearsome black.
You have my attention.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
I didn't. The truth. We've been waiting. Free. It's. Let me.
The blessing falls uneasily over you.
It'll make. But there. The cultists.
Saloon.
Good nose. Like a. Good luck. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure.
Marcus! Is that...
I've been blessed.
He's a flaming.
And I thank true soul. My instructions are clear. Take. We are all alike.
What's going on? If you have some.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all.
The Absolute. You can't believe.
Time to go.
On my way.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
No gloom, all doom.
You're paid now.
At any cost.
Isabel!
shuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
I didn't realize. The true soul. We've been free. It's
The blessing.
It'll make. But the cult. Good nose. Good. While you're busy in the.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus!
I've been blessed. You can be.
He's a.
And I. True soul. My instruction. We are all alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees.
The Abs. You can't believe.
Time to go.
For peace.
You'll make excellent fertilizer. Damn,
On the way.
Need to stay focused.
Into the bloody fray. Witching hour.
General Ketherick wants her alive, at any cost.
Concentrate. Take two.
The General will be pleased if you go quietly.
Onward.
I don't fancy Fancy their chances.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine. Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking, and that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are, but they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
What now? That took the edge off. Let's move.
No surprise to find a traitor.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Honesty will serve you better than charity. You have the honor of making up for my mistake. I trust that you will. Then speak. Ugh, some crusty bell. They have me slaying gods or laying with them. depending on the bard. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. No need of that. Every harper is a bard unto themselves. Help me root out this cult, and they can spin stories about you for a change.
Watch your back out there. If it's not the cop.
I knew Marcus well.
Marcus was scum, but the rest of us are loyal to...
The journey back to Baldur's Gate was...
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. Not sure I'd call it that myself. This fella's... That makes you our best bet.
We kept Alt safe.
Daniel and me do just what we please. Together, waiting for the sun forever. Monsters snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking. Fearsome black and black. We are living. They are dead. Two of us safe to be.
Good. You'll leave soon? You don't want any...
I don't.
I do.
And that's why we're still standing around. Always knew Marcus was a snake. He did well to knock the light out of him.
The Flaming Fist may be a bit rough, but I've...
Hope you're the praying sort.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Count your lucky stars.
What's in here?
My faith protects me.
Step quick.
There's no time to waste. This way.
I applaud your taste. Adventure awaits.
Careful, I bite.
Never a dull moment. Locks. Their eyes are made for the dark. Fire and light is our friend. Blood comes easy these days. Still breathing, despite everything. miss this. Come on. Can't stay idle.
To let up.
Where do I go from here? They're dying for me. All of them. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
The Selûnite shrine, hidden away.
Perhaps they had no choice but to hide. Might be useful.
Selûna idol, really? Are you in need of a paperweight?
I'm not your enemy. Not quite yet, anyway.
Quite ready for you.
No one's stopped me yet.
That might be worth a look. What's next? Let's see what we have here.
Hello, my dear.
My faith will guide me.
Is that blood? No, never mind. What's inside?
No rest for the wicked, I see.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
You know, I feel a connect. Every step we walk trail. I would keep the murders in our own camp to a minimum. But otherwise, we're very much on the same page. I just worry that we're not considering all our... How many people are infected with... And they're not just goblin trap. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from... Isn't it? Imagine... I'm just saying, there's an opportunity before... You can't tell me that doesn't sound fun. I knew I was right about... Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise.
Thoughts are back on the twisted Skeletas and his honeyed words of violence.
You called for me, my lord? Those words sting, though they are true. I vow I will say your name 1,000 times. I love you so dearly, Master. I come here, for I wish to bring you another powerful tithe. But I cannot grant you this prize quite yet. You must do something divinely unspeakable first. Oh, you are such a pleasure to serve. From coast to coast, our realm only exists. You will receive a royal prize for killing this pretty girl. Isabel, the cleric with the suit. She is too precious to live. Perhaps you have failed. You adore piles of bodies, Master. They have always been your favorite. Oh, I only live to advise. Oh, Master, Consider the tininess. Your unconscious clever mind. Who knows who you might kill next if you do not be true to yourself, my...
Salutations.
Torment! Torment!
Quiet.
How delicious.
What to do?
Oh, I have the magic touch.
A crooked touch.
All right. What now?
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Just about.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.